All right, well, greetings from Lowell, Massachusetts. My name is Kathleen Ralls. I'm a fellow roving scholar. And Sarah Benson, your lovely workshop host, has asked me to come up with a list of the top 10 criteria that I look for when I teach writing. Currently, I'm a high school history teacher. So this morning, I had the opportunity to sit and have breakfast with my mother. And she has 40 years of teaching writing in American public schools. So here's our top 10 list. Number 1, make sure, of course, you have a strong intro and a topic sentence. Let the reader know exactly what they're going to be learning about. Please don't put down, and I'm going to tell you about this, because if you're in my class, I'm going to cross that out and make sure that there's no personal pronouns in there. Number 2, make sure that each idea that you introduce in the first paragraph is explained in order. So the second paragraph should address the first idea, and the third paragraph should address the second idea, so on and so forth. The final paragraph, of course, is the one the students always think that they can just kind of skip and leave behind, and sometimes it's the most important one. And I tell them, make sure that you restate your thesis, and also that don't leave the reader dangling. Don't let them, decide what you were trying to tell them in the paper. Be specific and tell them exactly what they learned, and then come up with their own conclusion after. Number 4, if I had a stamp, I think probably every teacher has 1 or 2 sentences or little phrases that they write down when they're correcting, and one of mine is connect to thesis. My students at the high school level have to write papers between 4 to 15 pages long. And sometimes they just want to add filler in. And each paragraph may be related to the thesis, but not actually connect to it. So I always write down connect to thesis. Explain what this information, or how this information proves your argument. That's a big part of my thesis and my research paper writing. Number 5, transitional words, please use them. Keeps the reader focused and kind of just gives flow to the paper. Sometimes it's just the students have a hard time writing in this structure, so this is their opportunity to be creative. Number 6, I have the students practice all year long, your, it's, their. Make sure they don't use the word a lot, make sure they understand all the different forms of these words, and that they use them properly when they actually come to write their papers and in all their work throughout the year. Also, don't forget, do not start sentences with and or but. Those will be crossed out, and they'll have to figure out another way to transition from one idea to the next. Number 7, I always tell the students, this is actually one of my mom's good ideas I stole from her. If you sat down and you wanted to tell me about what you wanted to write about in the research that you have found so far, that's what you should write down. So sometimes it helps to start talking about your topic and then to actually sit down and write later. It just kind of gives some flow, and it gives you an idea of kind of where the paper is going at the end. Number 8. Once you get to that part where you've written your paper, and sometimes it's the part the student's like, I'm done, I don't want to do anything else, just take my paper as is, of course we want them to edit it. So the first thing they might do is to read aloud, whether it's to themselves or to me or to a peer or to someone at home. Read the paper aloud. It's amazing how many little edits they can pick up on their own before they turn that final draft into you. Number 9, let's see, this one is to make sure you want to be specific. As they go through ideas one last time, take out the word things. That's a big cross out on mine. Take out the word stuff. Be specific. Keep the reader interested. Okay, show off what you learned, show off your research. And the final one, of course, is, the best writers are usually the best readers. And so as much as we are all under stress to, conform to all the test taking that all the students have to put up with around the world, try and find that time to allow them to read, to read during your class in their textbooks and primary sources, whatever it is. The more they read, the better writers they are. I hope you guys have a wonderful day with Sarah. I know that you will, and I hope that you got something from my lesson, and I wish I was there. Have a great day.